So I've been playing around with Little Jack, and he's actually pretty dope. And there's some stuff that I think is important to note about him, because he's beyond just being like the cool Halloween champ. He's got some pretty good usage, some good specific usage that I wanted to show you guys. So usually in these games, debuffs need effect hit / accuracy unless it specifically says it's irresistible. So even on a skill like his passive where it says inflicts 1 candy bomb on all enemies for 3 turns at the beginning of each wave, usually that would still need accuracy. Even if it also says it needs 100%, if it's 100% chance to land, it still needs accuracy, because the way that this works in every other game I've ever played is there's an RNG roll for whether or not it's going to proc. So if it has a 60% chance to land, the odds are 60% that it's going to proc, and then if it procs, it has to roll accuracy versus resistance. If there's no percentage specifies, that means it's just a pure accuracy versus resistance roll. Historically, that might not be the case in this game, and I've been testing him because I had him in an effect hit set, and then I realized that no matter where I went with him, he never missed one, and I was like, surely somebody's got enough resistance to resist one of his bombs. So I took him out of the effect hit set, and now he's got he's still got 19%, so he doesn't have nothing, but he doesn't have the 50 or 60 that he had prior. I guess I'm getting that effect hit from other stuff because I have very little on my gear. So what I've done is I've put him in the purest attack gear I have. I don't have a bunch of crazy gear, but we've got him at 34,000 attack right now. I don't really have an aura that's fitting, so I put him in the one that heals him every time he uses a skill. I've got him in one attack set, and then I've got him in some broken pieces because these combined give him more than another attack set would, because I don't have a lot of good attack pieces with good attack rate subs. Like I'm not getting those. So this is about the highest attack I can get on him right now. So I thought I would show you a little bit of him and let you see what he looks like in action. I would have given him the Dragon Eyes, but you can't give him his exclusive with Dragon Eyes for whatever reason. I think that is so dumb. It's like that's bordering on Plarium dumb. I don't know why he's different than every other legendary. It's stupid. It's real stupid. But I would have given him the Dragon Eyes simply for the sake of testing for this video, but I couldn't. So I started his emblem tree as well. I really just wanted to get the attack and then a couple more things on him. There's not a ton going on in emblems that's going to do him a lot of good, unless you also want to try to squeeze crit rate on him and make his actual attacks hit harder, which maybe later when I get my hands on some nuttier gear, I will do. But for now, I'm just focusing on attack. So I ran down this tree a little bit, but again, there's not much that's going to do us a bunch of good. And then over here, like, he doesn't need effect hit. I could give him stuff that like makes him receive more shield and healing and stuff like that. And we'll get to that later. But for now, the goal was to shoot his attack up as high as we could get it. So the big thing I want to show you is not only, according to my testing, can Candy Bomb not be resisted on his passive or his A1 or anywhere where he places it. Like even the A1, I've never seen him not land another one or extend one that's already up. Here he just detonates. Again, this one I've never seen be resisted. And then here he AoEs and detonates all bombs. So I kind of feel like going full attack on him is the way to go. I don't know that I want to sacrifice any attack for crit rate. If I can bump crit rate up, fine. But the big thing I want to show you, I have to remember which stage it is. Which stage is the shield boss? Which stage is the shield boss? Is it 18? Let's find the shield boss. Permanent stealth. Because there's a really important thing that he does in there. Is this... Oh, wait, that. Was it 16 maybe then? I don't remember. I really just want to show you this in action. Yeah, okay, so 16. So watch this. Because if you're struggling in the Mark Tower, the shield stage is generally, I think, the one that is holding most people up. I know in my experience, it's been the one that holds me up. And in most of the comments and stuff that I see, it's the one that holds people up. So I mean, we might be a little strong now for this to fully take effect, but I want you to watch something. I'll try to do this manually so you can see it. Shield up. He can put candy bombs and extend them over the top of the shield, which makes the shield so much easier to deal with if you don't have someone that can deal with it. If you don't have someone that can remove it or slice through it, these will detonate and do damage to that shield. And that's really helpful. I have Horus in here who can kind of slice through the shield. But if you have Little Jack and you have any other red mark stuff going on, and the shield boss in the Mark Tower is giving you trouble, he gets to place candy bombs on top of the shield. It makes it very easy to deal with. I actually think the stage I'm on right now is the other shield one, if I'm not mistaken. Hard to remember which stage is which. 21. No, it's a different one. This one, I'm just lacking any kind of sustain. No one can heal themselves really. If I had this much sustain, we get because we get the boss down to about that much health every time on auto anyway. It might even be worth me pushing up in arena a little bit more for a little bit better bumping stats. But I do have her. Let's actually take a look at her real quick. It's kind of a Little Jack showcase slash gameplay video apparently. Who's that? Is that Vera? Heal buff protection. Maybe we work on getting Vera. I mean, I wonder if even just here, I wonder if I get some decent gear on her between Weem and yeah, I wonder if we can just keep her alive. She just needs to be alive long enough to offer a little bit of sustain, because they get real close to beating that boss every time. So maybe we'll try that. But the whole point of this video was really just to show you that Little Jack is actually very usable. The Mark Tower thing I think is really interesting, and then I've been playing with him a good bit in Arena as well. The thing about Arena, showing him off live, is Arena can be so hit or miss. You know, you never really know how someone's geared. So I could jump in one of these fights and get handled. But like Liz, let's try this one. Let's throw him in. Yeah, we've got him there. Let's throw him in and let him do his thing. Maybe we'll slow it down a little bit so we can actually see some damage values and stuff. We'll let him go in ×1, aka literal slow motion. All right, so he's got candy bombs up. One thing I haven't been able to fully test yet is if they can be cleansed, or if they just become part of what's going on. I don't think that skill was a cleanse anyway. So he exploded them into shield. They do, like, I think it says they do 120% of his attack. The thing about them is that you kind of need to stack them up. So I feel like Little Jack for Arena is probably a lot better if you manual him. Actually, yeah, let's control this. Man, I gotta go ×2. That's just so slow. Because I think it's a lot better if you try to stack them up on someone. Let's see if we can't do that a little bit. Who should we do it on? Probably her. She's going to be a problem. So yeah, let's see if we can get like a good stack on someone. I wish there was a better like visualization of when it was going to explode. We've got 2 on her. Heal up. All right, we got her out of there. Why don't we get you out of here? Oh, that's right. I was thinking of Hazanja's A2. Let's put another one on her. think she's gonna shield up. We should get to see in a second if she's able to cleanse them. I don't think so. She only cleanses dot debuffs if I'm not mistaken anyway though. We've got 3. If I can get a detonation with 3, we'll do that. Let's do this. I really wish I could have gotten the exclusives on him. It would have been a lot easier to stack him with the exclusives. I'm really annoyed that you can't use Dragonize in him. I think that's real cheap. So here, he detonates them all and does attack damage. Here, he does more and detonates. Why don't we? I don't know if we're gonna be able to get 3 stacked. Let's hit her with a bomb here, and then detonate these 2. Does it say detonate all or detonates? Yeah, detonates them all. Let's see how much it does through the shield. Let's take it down to ×1 so we can get a good look. So that was 95, 35, and 35. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It was into a shield. It didn't even get rid of the shield. I mean, when you think about someone like Nordak, who's I mean, he is a mythic champ, but he's a support. But when you think about the fact that we hit like a 336,000 crit with his A1, I mean, I guess if I had crit on him, it would have been a more decent hit, but still, I don't know. I don't know, maybe not arena, unless you've got crazy, crazy gear. I feel like you would need a ridiculous amount of attack to be super viable in arena. I think his exclusives probably make him more viable in arena too, because then he can stack bombs a lot more easily. All right, now can we kill her? That's the question. Are we screwed here? We'll try to just stack a bunch of bombs. She didn't lose a candy bomb on that turn. I don't guess I fully understand how these things work. She had 2, she took a turn, and then she still had 2. I'm not sure why she held on to one like that. All right, let's do it without a shield. No, let's try to get another one. Maybe if I ran a booster, like maybe if I had space on the team and I could help Little Jack cycle around a little bit, that would do us some good. That's a decent smack, honestly. And again, he doesn't have crazy gear. I don't know. I feel like maybe we revisit this. Hard to say. Maybe we revisit this like when we have some better attack gear. When I've got like good attack sets that have some good attack rate subs, and maybe we can get his attack up like significantly higher. Again, we're not going to have exclusives in him. Unless they change that. And now it's like, I don't know. I need like Horus in here. I've got too many burners in here to actually kill her. I'm trying to ride this out long enough to get more bombs on her for a better hit. But it's not happening. It's a decent smack though. Like it's decent. we probably can't kill this Liz. Honestly, we've got too many burns. We're just keeping her alive. Which is fine. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. It kind of makes you wonder if Liz needs a rework, though, because the amount of times... I guess you just don't run burns, but... Like, Jesus Christ, the amount of times I end up in a fight with Liz, or the amount of times my Liz is the last one alive in Arena, and they can't kill her. I wish I could see how many fights I've stalemated with my Liz. Because a lot of the ones I just lose because she won't die. And the time runs out on my attack. Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, the gear on him is not that crazy right now. I guess I need to get into a Freet and see if I can get him some good attack gear. Because he's got very few attack rate subs. Maybe we'll do another test of him later on with better stats. But the main thing I wanted to show you today was that the bombs can't be resisted and that you can place them over the top of the shield in the Mark Tower. I think that's going to be really helpful dealing with that shield, since that, I think, is probably the most problematic stage in the Mark dungeon. So that's it. Just a quick little kind of play around with Little Jack. Wanted to let you know he's more useful than maybe you might think, even if only for the Mark Tower. I don't regret building him at all. I think he's fun. I'm excited to get some top-notch gear on him and see what kind of damage we can really get out of him. I am bummed out I'll never get the exclusives on him, because his exclusives are actually pretty good. Here, after he does his A2, he puts a bomb on another enemy. And then with his second exclusive, he puts a bomb on someone every time his turn ends. And I think even with just those two, it would have been real nice. And then the third one would be dope too, because he detonates them, then he replaces them, and then if you had two also, his turn went in and he'd put another one up on somebody. He could, that's I think where he would really start to shine. And I can't believe they don't let you put Dragon Eyes in him. I think that's so stupid. If anyone from DH Games ever sees this, I think that's so stupid. What a ridiculous decision. But anyway, there you go. Hopefully he can help you get through that Mark Tower stage, if nothing else. And I reckon we'll get out of here. Just a little random testing video. So, yeah, I'm gone.